Hey, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Good afternoon. Time being 3 p.m. I'd like to call this meeting to order. First item on the agenda is the traditional territory acknowledgement, followed by a moment of silence. Council of the Township of Red Rock hereby acknowledges that we are on the traditional territory of the Robinson Superior Treaty and that the land we gather on is home to the Red Rock Indian Band, the Anishinaabeg, and Métis people. Administration advises that there are no amendments to the agenda. Do any members of council wish to make an amendment to the agenda? Okay, seeing none, can I have a mover and seconder for a motion to approve the agenda as presented? Councillor Brand, Councillor Muir. All in favor? Motion's carried. Are there any declarations of interest to disclose? Okay, seeing none. Okay, item on this agenda is a report on the insurance policy renewal. All members of council have received that report. Maybe I'll leave it to Mark to explain what's on their report, and if any members of council have questions, he can speak to them then. Go ahead, Mark. You're on mute.
Oh, God. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Mayor Robinson, for that. A brief explanation of the report. So the township insurance policy renews May 1st. So we undertook an extensive process of putting together a detailed quote for insurance for this year. Timing was of the essence. I received the final two quotes yesterday, so some time to put it together. In saying that, what we're bringing to you today is the results of the three quotes for that process and a recommendation from administration to proceed for the next year of May 1st, 2024 to May 1st of 2025. So what we're bringing you is, I think, a positive news story. It took a lot of work and it undertook quite the process, but what we are able to provide is a very competitive quote based on 2024's numbers. So you can see in the process the savings based on last year's premium. So the recommendation to council is to move forward with approval based on the quote from Westland Insurance Group. It's underwritten by a company known as Marsh. So there's three major companies that quote insurance for municipalities. You've got a collective look at all three here with their quotes. So what we're bringing is the recommendation to move forward with the quote based on liability, as well as the applicable addition based on cyber insurance. So what this does for us is it puts us in still well below where we were last year. And I think a positive news story and savings that we can carry forward moving forward in this budget year. So unless there's any questions, that's the detail of the report. And again, the recommendation is to move forward with Westland Insurance Group for the proposed amount.
Councillor Smith.
Just a quick question, and it stems from the meeting we had with the insurance for NOMA. One thing they did state is, and my question is regarding the cyber insurance portion of it. Is that inclusive of both a data breach as well as from a social engineering standpoint? They did state that occasionally it's those.
So, Michael, you're freezing up. So we're not
separate, and it's one that the social engineering is.
So, Michael, I just want to tell you that you froze up, or was that just me? Sorry.
I can repeat my question if it was not heard.
I think you were asking, maybe it is best to repeat, but I can summarize. I think you were asking if this covers all aspects of a cyber insurance or a cybersecurity breach.
Yeah, from us, which is inclusive of social engineering.
So this is, so the way the liability, the original liability, policy is written, it would entail crime as a very basic piece to cyber, and then this picks up all additional pieces of the cyber insurance. So it picks up all other aspects. So it's an add-on to the cybersecurity. It would cover breaches. It covers many components, and I think the answer to your question is yes, but I didn't hear the whole question. But it does full blanket the cybersecurity policy. So again, we are covered by crime in the liability, but not necessarily the data breach portion, and additional pieces to the cybersecurity is just why we're bringing this in as a recommendation now. Previous quotes that we received around this were in that $7,000 to $8,000 range. So I think packaging it together seems like in my opinion and the recommendation, the way to go.
Are there any other questions? I thank you for getting the 3 quotes. I am for sure 100% getting in favor of the additional cyber insurance added on to that. So if there's any other questions or comments before I move on? Okay, seeing none. I'm trying to scroll on the laptop, but I need my phone. Okay, is there a mover and seconder for a motion to approve the quote from Westland Insurance Group for general liability insurance for the period of May 1st, 2024 to May 1st, 2025 in the amount of $152,288 plus applicable taxes, and also approve the quote of $3,125 plus applicable taxes for cyber insurance for a total of $155,413 plus applicable taxes. Councillor Smith, Councillor Muir, all in favor? Motion's carried. Okay, the next item is the bylaw to confirm proceedings of council. Can I have a mover and seconder for motion to pass the bylaw? Councillor Brand, Councillor Gladden. Okay, the time being 3:08, no further business to attend to. Thank you for this quick meeting. We needed to get it done. So meeting is adjourned. Have a great weekend.